Alright guys, so first things first, when you go to load cars, you want to take you some boards, walk them out. Well, pretty close to the back, but not quite all the way. We're going to space them out about 3 feet, so from here to there. Once you have this all set up, you should have 9 boards total. They should be spaced. They're roughly 4 to 5 feet apart, just like these ones are. You want a little bit of room in the front and a little bit of room in the back. That way you can move back and forward as you need. It goes 3 boards per stack of cars. There'll be 3 stacks. And then you can start getting your chains out if they'll give you a minute. Get them on whichever side you're getting loaded from. Getting loaded on your passenger side, you want them on your passenger side. If you're getting loaded on the driver's side, you want to take them out of your box and load them over to your driver's side. It'll save you a lot of time. You can get it done before they start showing up with it. So once you get your chains all dragged over, should look something like this. You have 3 boards, you have 4 chains right next to it. So for each one of these sets of crushed cars, you can see them right over here. You're going to need 4 chains. That's the law. You have to have 4 on each one of those stacks. The 3 boards is just on the deck. We're getting the deck from being destroyed. But yeah, you want 4 chains for each of these. If you can get them set up beforehand, it's great. If not, you gotta do what you can. And you'll see them. They'll bring over the cars here in just a second. Bring over a stack of cars, and we'll guide them on. All right. They're bringing the cars over right now. We're gonna bring them up. We're gonna guide them up on here on the deck. We want them centered. We don't want nothing overhanging the rails. So we'll climb up here on the deck. Back a little bit. There. And we're going to try and guide these boards as best we can underneath the tires or the axles, whatever's left. Something nice and sturdy, help keep it up off the deck. Just help try and keep that deck from getting destroyed. Now we'll step clear. Give them a thumbs up, nice big thumbs up. Perfect. Okay, so for the front, you want to do it from the front of the cab area right here. You want to guide them from there where you can see. For the stuff in the middle right here, that's the kind of stuff you're going to want to do from the back, where we're not trying to lean past a stack of cars to see. Now we can see right down there. All right, let's wait for this. Let's bring it over our next stack. Like I said, we want to kind of guide them until it's fairly straight on there. And we'll move these boards real quick. Okay. Get them all nice and centered up. We'll give them a nice big thumbs up. There we go. That drop down there. Let's make sure this board actually has pressure on it. It's not going anywhere. Check all your boards. Make sure they're not sliding off. You can see if you look right down the trailer, nothing hangs out past that side. And nothing's even close on this side. I'll show you why that's important in a second. Check these boards again, make sure there's got weight on them. That one doesn't. We'll leave that till the end, just in case when we put the next stack on it, put some weight on there. But If it doesn't put weight on it, guys, just take it off. It's better than leaving a loose board up there where it could get possibly caught or fall off, or who knows what else. So he's gonna bring this stack over for me. Pick a side, grab your chains, bundle them up nice like that. Then we can start chucking them across. Now, we're chucking them across, guys. Make sure that you leave it, the end of the chain just barely touching the ground, okay? Real important, makes this a lot easier. Pick up the chain, throw it across. Remember, guys, you want these chains kind of spaced out. A little bit of room between each of them. And that way, when you're tightening up your chains, they aren't loosening the chain next to it. You get a better bite and the load stays more stable that way. Okay, and like we did before, we're going to start up at the front. Perfect. Yeah, that looks perfect. These guys up here at the, if you are blessed enough, like I said, we're gonna keep doing this. Check how it's looking. That looks good. Not overhanging our rail. Perfect. As you can see, we've got plenty of room on this side. I like loading mine slightly more to one side than the other. That way I can get up and walk alongside it and pull my chains down and everything else. Alright, now comes the last one. Just gonna move this one, put it right up on top, and we're gonna stand back here just like we did on the last one. How's that look? Oh, that looks perfect. All right, now we'll get our D-rings out, our chain extensions. I like to try and find a spot where maybe the chains will be better with the D-ring on one side than the other, because as the law states, the D-ring, the material that makes up our D-rings, the actual strap portion, this purple part here, cannot touch any part of that load. Nothing is allowed to touch. So let's take a little walk around this, look for spots. Shut out, stuff like that. Oh, here's a good spot right here. Okay, So right here, if I put my strap down, my strap's going to be touched by these pieces of plastic. Even though they're plastic, DOT says this cannot touch them at all, okay? So this area right here juts out a little bit more, and we can't let that strap touch that. So I want a chain extension on that side, and I want the D-ring pulling the other way. Let's take a look over here. Check all this, make sure none of it's loose. So they're a good idea, guys, when you're down here doing your walk around looking for spots. Look for anything that might be dangling off the side, anything that could be pulled off, because you don't want it coming off the road and hurting somebody. All right, other than that one spot, looks good. So we'll do all of our straps, all of our D-rings at 3 and at 1. So on the first chain and this third chain here, we need 12 securements. We're going to do 6 on that side and 6 on this side. So we need 6 of these D-rings. We've already got 1 over there, so let's get them all out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there we go. Like I said, do all of our stuff the same way. First chain gets a D-ring, and the third chain gets a D-ring. All right, I don't know if you can tell, but this chain right here has gotten hooked up near the top, so we're gonna have to go up there and pull that down. Have to unhook it from itself. This is pretty easy. I like doing all of one side and then doing all of the other. This makes it so you're not climbing up and down your load, trying to get everything perfect. Make sure anything you grab a hold of, if you have to climb upside with your trailer, has firm handholds, and that you're testing every one of them before you put your weight on it. Last thing you want to do is take a spill, fall off the side of a trailer. Had it happen, it's not a good time. So just work our way down, nice, slow, and steady. Being as safe as we possibly can. While we're up here, we're also pulling on anything that looks like it might be loose. You know, we're checking all these, all the brake drums, all the brake rotors. Look, stuff that could be loose, that could fall off and could seriously hurt somebody. All this slag metal. Any place you can grab onto the frame, that's usually a good spot. Most of these brake rotors are on here pretty good. If you get something like that, try and take it off. If it won't come, then it should be good. But that's a good idea. Put your hands on it, give it a shake. But it's pinched in there by the brake rotor, or the calipers. Shouldn't go anywhere. We'll work our way back over. All right. The D-ring. Take your hook, chain hook, push it through. I like hanging mine about an arm's length. That's here. Now we'll work our way back down. Up. Make a nice little loop. Pull it tight. Hook it itself. Take your chain from earlier. Get on there. Make sure wherever you hook it, it's got some movement. One or the other. Make sure it's not going anywhere. Just like that. Okay, we chains 2 and 4. That's what we have our D-rings on spots 1 and 3. So what we can do is we can take our chain extensions right now. Now I'll climb up here. This is why I like leaving more space on one side if I can. We got all the materials we need so we can close our toolbox up. Turn this over hand. Pull them out. Hold on to the equipment. Grab hold of the chain and pull it until it comes nice and tight. Take our D-ring. Hook it. Push it up nice and high where we've got plenty of adjustment. We can pull down our chains that are getting the extensions. Pull them down to where we can grab them and get to them from the bottom. Said is go slow, hand over hand it. So make sure anything you grab hold of, you give a nice little tug test, make sure it's going to hold your weight. Move over here where we have a nice big foot area. Oh, this one looks like it might be stuck underneath this. We'll have to hop down. We'll have to go get down and go grab our pry bar. Here with our pry bar. Take our pry bar, go in right next to the chain where it's stuck. Start prying. There we go. Sometimes they just taste a little finagle. Like we did before, we'll pull this down nice and low so we can get a hold of it. Pull this one all the way down because it's hooked up on their side to a chain extension. Now, this has reached the bottom. I don't want to keep tugging on that just in case it's not actually hooked up. What I'll do now, take my D-ring, hook my D-ring up, go kind of a longer distance this time, that way we have room. This one has a D-ring on the other side, so we're just going to pull it low enough that we can work with it. I'm just going to pick them up, get some slack in them before they want to work. There we go. This one's getting a D-ring. Same thing as before. Find something we can hook onto. Hang on to for a second. This one's almost touching the deck as well. So before we go too low, we'll hook this on here and we'll go check the other side, make sure it hasn't come unhooked. Alright, let's go check these two ones that were hanging low. I felt weird, make sure that they're not unhooked. Oh yeah, see? So, this chain is just long and it's hooked. So we'll hook it up real quick. That chain you can see up there came unhooked from down here. So we'll go grab our grab our crowbar, use the hook side and hook it, pull it down. Now if you can, hooking it on the hook is a great idea. Not always doable. Pull this one down. Get it hooked up. Now it's ready to go. This one, turn around, get up nice and high. You're looking at stuff that came off or anything that fell. Check all this. That all looks good. We'll take a little 10-minute break, keep from overheating. That's all down by hand, tighten it up, and pull out.